toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. To the air, it's Pavia. He tries to take the top off. Hauls in the deep ball. Lots of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So SMU's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
With the catch, it's Maryland. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field, SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. On his feet at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick spin on the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in...
He smashes his way through again. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Makes the catch. It's Knight. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Knight. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Trying to beat the D deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Knight. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Let's it fly. Touchdown, SMU. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to slam it in. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Big guy smells it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The lone back's got it. Breaks the tackle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Back to pass, it's Pavia. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. On the move, it's Harden. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snags it down the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Singleton. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Knight. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Jennings. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Sherrill. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Stowers. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
2nd down coming up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, and Stowers. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
To the air on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Pick up the
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Hoskins. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Third down is money down. You've got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And it's no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Harden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Shows him the stiff arm. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They go right back to him. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Using his legs, it's Harden. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Blasted as he lets it go. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fights off a defender. They're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. You got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Sherrill. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Of 13. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. Flying down the right side. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Doors!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. That's caught. It's Knight. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Maryland. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. back to pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Harden. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Going to the run, it's Harden. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Brings up 2nd down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hoskins. Tackle tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Hoskins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Using his legs, it's Alexander.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Dillon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Near the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Vanderbilt.
And the Commodores started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Commodores! Quick strike through the air for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be... Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, SMU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sherrill. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Let's send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Alexander. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Sherrill. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
46-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Hard running there. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Commodores didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell the QB was going there the whole time, right? Quickly get the football, throw it to the left, get it to your running back in some space, but the defense was ready for it. They were sitting on it, came up and made the play for no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.